And we're back. As you saw from the picture, that was some really milky oil. And I believe the cause might be that this guy over here, which is the upper cyclone or top of the air cleaner, is a bit schwanked. So the only places where water could come in is either from here or from these side covers. But that there was a lot of water in the air cleaner that I'm not sure if it's condensation or it's this bad top. Well, we'll see. Right now, I don't have any different answers. All I'm going to do is hammer this guy back into its shape. This is an 800 series one, and this is what it should look like, the bottom half at least. Yeah, that guy is pretty badly kinked on one side. So I'm gonna try to fix it, then hopefully that fixes the air cleaner issue. I mean, if if the water would be coming in from this seal here, there's an O-ring here, then I would have pretty much I'm looking at it, and the only place where actually water could come in is from the top. So I don't know, like, this needs to be investigated because it's funky. The other tractor doesn't have the problem, only this one. So that's kind of suspicious, but I'm investigating it off screen. The line is holding up fine, no more leaks. Actually, let me show you. I had the problems the hydraulics weren't locking. This lever here is your hydraulic lock, basically. When you put it upwards, it locks the upper position, and in lower position, it locks the lower position hydraulics. And I had to actually twist this knob, pretty much back it inwards, and it seems to work fine now. I mean, it's not going backwards anymore, so yay for me. I had to actually ask a friend what's this lever is about, because I remember this was only used at some occasions, but it seems this is the hydraulic lock. So, well, I guess that's kind of it for this. But that tobacco, oh man, this door. There you go. Yeah, this front wall is schwanked, so the door won't close properly, but whatever. So, this video is getting too long anyway. I'm going to fix the top of the air cleaner, and I'm going to do one more round trip to get my garbage bin, and I guess we call that a video, because, again, it's rainy and can't mow the lawn again, so have to wait for better weather. You know, just for the fun, decided to see what the 800 series filter looks like, and I can actually put that on this tractor because the hood actually allows that. But looking at, well, there was some dead critters inside. There was this much crud in the bottom, so this thing has not been serviced for a long time, and all these packings, these are uncleanable. I will just buy a new set. These looks just absolutely nasty. Like, no point of even trying to get anything else. I'm gonna see if I can find the older style top, and right now, you sir, behave please. You're not allowed to go. So right now I fixed the other one, and hopefully no milky oil. You can see it's way better now. The cap is gone, but I'm gonna keep a bucket here just in case something happens. But I'm sure that there's something funny going on here, and it's not just condensation. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to look at what the red tractor one looks like and see if that one has also condensation in it. And sometime later, I actually managed to find the correct air cleaner for the 500 series. Now, this one looks exactly like the 600 one, but the bracket is different. And the 600 series, that mounting bracket is way higher. And also this inlet tube is 63 millimeters versus the 500 series one, which is 57. So yeah, it's a bit of a difference. Here's the parts, which I cleaned. At least this cylinder had some rust in it, some water, but it didn't have dead critters in it like that guy over there. So yeah, I cleaned everything up, put some red primer in it. This is the gasket, which I'm going to show the number, or it's listed down below. This is the gasket. Basically, the old gasket in here was just pretty bad. Unfortunately, the decal is, yeah, in not a great shape, and I also washed the screen meshes, and well, and fix it the cyclone, I only need the wing nut on this guy, so basically this one's complete as well. And there's nothing else. I'm going to just put it together and you're going to see the final product. Not going to put any oil in it because we need this guy. This guy I ordered, but it's somewhere in the mail. I had some problems finding this one because the other ones are all straight pipe. This one is a kind of odd one. I don't know. Maybe you could actually make one of these out of a coolant hose, maybe. But just for the sake of having it get complete and completed somewhat, I'm going to put it together and you're going to see the final product. The picture of the assembly is somewhere in the video, how it's assembled, so you're going, it's not much to film here anyway, so let me get busy and assemble it for you all. And here's the 500 series newer type air cleaner assembled in its form. Now this guy, it goes into the intake, there's the boot, there's the cyclone, and there's more or less its assembled form. That guy is going back to the to catch more rodents, I guess. And I like the older style upper cyclones better than these plastic ones. The plastic ones, they're not that great. I wouldn't say they're bad, but I just don't like them really. I mean, these metal ones, they are like real old school. So now I have to wait for certain parts to arrive and then we can actually put this thing on a tractor. And it's time to replace this not functional, or rather, I think I know why it's always full of water. The slip is just not sealing. This bad air cleaner with the upgraded version. So let me get busy and start ripping everything out. And I'm going to check also the oil, like how it's been doing. And pro tip, if you're working on the sun, use an umbrella, because then you're not burnt to a crisp. Ask me how I know. Okay, let me get busy and start replacing, taking out all the parts. Here's a comparison of the old one. This is the old 500 series intake tube versus the upgraded version of the 1975-74 year, and you can see they are both very different. Like one's a long one and the other one is a shorty, so really easy to tell them apart. The other side, the mounting flange is identical, but it's clearly, if you want to use the bigger air cleaner, you're going to use the right, not only the bracket, but you also need the right tube. And also, this is a newer style hydraulic tank, so this already is made for the bigger air cleaner. Some of these older tanks are only meant for this guy here, so they're for the smaller air cleaner. And you have to take the pony engine fuel tank off to even get there. I'm gonna see, well, never mind, that seal is still good, so we can reuse it. And now that I've shown there's a bit of messy around here, I'm going to start putting it back together and going to see how it fits and mounts. Well, more epic crap jobs. So this guy won't fit, and I had to make a new gasket because the old gasket was just complete waste, and I don't remember I took this apart before. But guess what, somebody in their infinite wisdom has stripped the threads inside the manifold and they have made them to fit M10 metric bolts. They should be M8, so this bolt won't fit to this guy here and they need to be reamed out, just like someone did with the last one. Wow, like, did I really want to do that? I didn't know that was a problem there, but well, I guess now I can go and ream holes. And the worst part is the batteries are completely dead, so I guess just hand drill time for this one. Yay, just what I wanted to do. Well, that was a fun fight. Well, but this is how the air cleaner is situated. I had to remount these holes, and this guy here is good, but the battery is just so dead that you can get one hole done and then it's just completely dead. I was really thinking about going to Anspancer's place because he has a good drill. But yeah, this is how it's installed. Definitely this one's a bugger to get at. So basically you have to use uh, a special, not a special wrench, but basically 14, or if it's an original one, it's probably a 12 hex wrench to get in here. This one's a real bugger to get at. On the other one, it wasn't, because there's plenty of clearance room. But yeah, this is how it is, and this is the oil path. This is your oil level. Basically, I reused the oil from the other air cleaner because that one was just clean. It's been changed. So this is going in, and I'll show you when it's finally assembled. But definitely, yeah, that drill needs to get replaced in the future. And it's finally finished. And the oil path bottom goes in one way. It can't go the other way. I tried. And this guy, the muffler for the pony engine, has to come off as well. You are able with the old one to get the oil pan passed, but with this new air cleaner or the newer style, you won't be. Also, I had to replace these clamps because the original ones I wanted to use, not great. The last thing you want to do is have sucking it dirty air in, and this bracket should be where the oil pressure gauge tube should go. Yeah, now I know. The more you learn with these. And I believe one reason why this air cleaner wasn't working properly is look at the gap here. Basically all the water and condensation that would come down could just flow into the oil pan below. So now shouldn't be having any moisture content problems in the near future, at least. And to top it off, here's the repaired Cyclone. I like this one better. Fits well. And also, as you see, the newer style, if you're using this air cleaner, you need a hood that has this bulge, because the older style hood doesn't. And when we're speaking about hoods, I actually fixed something, but why is the other side loose? Never mind, I didn't tighten it. But this is how it should be mounted. There's a bracket, you lift it up, and then you can release it downwards. Before that, it had these straps, those weren't working. And also, this bracket that broke off is now firmly secured. It won't go anywhere. And it has also the light options as well installed. I'm right now using this grill because the lights are not working anyway, but we'll address that in another video when we are rerouting a new wire harness here, and hopefully it works. So it wasn't planned as a, scrap pin episode, but it kind of came out like that. Hope you enjoyed it and found it somewhat useful. I know not most of the exciting things to look at, but link and everything I used is down in the descriptions. If you have any comments, questions, leave them. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. So anyway, see you around in another tale from the scrap pins episode, which may come sooner than later. Bye.